Alright, what's going on, people? What's going on? What's going on? A few things happened. This was a busy weekend in terms of news, man. It went from like not too much happening during the week to like 3 things happening Saturday that hit my desk this morning. So with that said, let's dive right into it. First thing I wanted to mention was the footage for the XXX Tentacion murder was released to the public, the one that was presented in court. And dude, it was hard to watch, man. It was very hard to watch for me, man, because you got this young man who's able to strike a multi-million-dollar, deal or what have you in order to make a bunch of money and support his family and live the kind of life he wants to live from the hard work that he's actually done from his art. Being an artist, especially like a rap artist or something, it ain't easy. A lot of people think it's peaches and cream, but man, the amount of time you put in the studio, writing material, contacting, setting up shows or whatever, or paying people to do it, road time, all of that stuff really is very time consuming and it's not easy. Just let alone performing shows and making sure you got your performance down pat and rehearsals. A lot of those guys stay busy, man. So with that said, you might get big bucks at that level. But you got some guy, man, or 2 guys rather, who they're trying to come up. They don't have anything, and they see somebody with something, so they go after the person with the intent to kill if needed. But it was sad, man. Like I said, man, Florida takes a big L on this one, man, because they're notorious for this crap. Like, you got a dude who legitimately got on and is providing a living for himself and his fam. Then you got 2 assailants along with a driver who have nothing and decide to take this man out and take his money and ended up in jail. You didn't even get to enjoy the damn money or anything you took. You went straight to jail. What was the purpose of this? Like, for all this, you might as well have just not mess with the guy, man. I mean, now you're in jail, and now all the money you took, you can't even enjoy. Man, these people are crazy, bro. You got to be very careful, man, with who you hang around and where you go, because, I mean, the same thing even happens in Baltimore. You'll have an artist that'll get on and be signed, and, he'll be making out well for himself. He'll go back to his old neighborhood, and not even necessarily some guys he had beef with. It'll be some dudes that are just jealous and just come and smoke him, man, and it's sad, man. It's very sad. That young brother had to go out like that, man. It was messed up, man. So, the footage was hard to watch. It is on YouTube. The surveillance footage just was released. I think it was Saturday midday. It might have been Saturday morning. I just saw it this morning because I was wild busy yesterday. So yeah, it was hard to watch, man. So if you can stomach something like that, just definitely check it out and just draw your own conclusions. But like I said, I've been saying this for a while before Jay-Z or any of those guys even said it. You got these young black guys out here killing another young black guy, and we still got George Zimmerman walking around. So y'all gotta hold that. Florida as a whole has to hold the L for this one, man. I stand by that thoroughly. So another thing that I actually happened to stumble across this weekend. Lindsay Lohan. Oh my gosh, this chick is notorious for drug use and being drunk or whatever the hell. She's always inebriated from what she sounds like to me. People want to point the finger at her mom here and there, all this, all that, but bottom line is that is a grown woman. She's responsible for her actions. So if you did not see, she walked up. I think there were 2 Mexican immigrants, if I'm not mistaken. She walked up to 2 of those Mexican immigrants. It was 2 kids, and it was a mother and a father were all on the street. And the mother, the kids, I don't think the husband was in the blanket, but they were in the blanket, and the husband wasn't. So she goes up to him and tells him, yeah, I'll get you a hotel so you can watch TV, this and that, and the third. And then she tries to take the kids and get in the car and take the kids away from him. And from what I understand, she got punched in her damn face. And then she plays the victim. Like, she comes off on some, I'm trying to help you. And then she's attempting to steal the kids away. And she's being aggressive. And she's just being overly. And I can't even like stress this enough. She's being extra about the whole entire situation. So of course, you go from being the aggressor. This is usually something, from what I've seen, like a lot of white people they use. Like, they'll just be overly dominant in the situation, and then, you know, when they're stepping out of their boundaries or something and they get hit or something like that, they play the victim. Like, oh my God, I'm so scared. Like, oh, if you wouldn't have been doing this, you probably wouldn't have got punched in your face. So nobody feels sorry for you on that one, man. I hate when they do that, man. I hate that shit. Annoys me to no end. So, you know, if you're gonna be out there acting, you know, super aggressive and authoritative, and then somebody checks you or hits you upside your head with something like that from you acting up, man, you just need to hold that, because you should have been minding your goddamn business in the first place. So that's how I feel about that particular situation. Not a whole lot more to say about that. I mean, I've seen this happen hundreds of times. Even when I was in school, you'll have I used to have sometimes it'd be white girls when I was in elementary school. They would do or say something messed up, and the moment you say something back to hurt their feelings, they tell the teacher, like, bro, you started the shit. What the I don't know, man. I have no idea why that. It must be a cultural thing. I don't know. But anyway, then you have Kanye West. This motherfucker. Hey, Kanye West. I stand by this because I kind of feel bad for Kanye, and a lot of people won't say that, but I kind of feel bad for him. Here's why. Kanye West is definitely psychologically damaged. The reason I say this is because dude feels like he's responsible for his mother not being here with us anymore, and that is something that no son who actually actively is close to their mom wants to go through. I'm close to my mom. You know, I could not imagine me feeling like she was the reason she was taken off this earth. That's hard, man. That's hard. And Kanye West, I don't agree with a lot of shit he says. I think he's a complete asshole on some shit, and I think he's a fucking idiot who's confused. Especially with this whole Trump shit. Dude just strikes me as just a motherfucker who just is so far out of touch with reality. He don't even know what the fuck's going on anymore. But this dude needs to be on some kind of medication. And again, I have been saying this the last 4 years. If you remember when he was up at the White House and shit, and he got checked into a mental asylum at one point. Dude, every time I see Kanye, he just looks like he's empty. You know, it looks like when I look at Kanye's face, it looks like I'm staring inside of a house with nobody in it that's been vacant for years. This dude needs some help, man. He needs some help. I don't know what his circle is or who he hangs around. I'm not even sure at this point. They must be a bunch of yes men, because anybody in their right mind that sees what the hell Kanye is doing these days, they're gonna be able to pinpoint there's something wrong with this guy. You know, if they actually genuinely care about this man. But of course, you know, in Hollywood or these other areas of life where you're successful, man, people are yes men. They just say whatever they go along to get along. And the problem with that is you can end up in a situation, man, from people not having the right circle. Not having the right circle is detrimental. So you gotta have people to tell you when you're goofing off or when you're slacking or when you need to be checked. And then you gotta have people to tell you when you're doing the right thing. You know, it's a balance. It can't just be one thing. So I think that's the problem Kanye West is suffering right now, man. He thinks he's responsible for his mother going, and that's tough on a guy. That's tough. And then 2, he just don't have the right circle around him, man. He's just all over the damn place. But he was on Saturday Night Live. His ass got booed. He was talking about pro-Trump shit, and he's still serious about running for 2020. I've heard a lot of people, celebrities, saying they're running for president in 2020, which doesn't surprise me. The presidency right now is a fucking joke. Dude, I remember once upon a time where the president was like, that was like the highest regarded position in America, man. Now it's like nobody gives a shit, because when you have somebody like Trump in office, the dude's got a potty mouth. He says whatever the fuck he wants without any type of dignity or anything for anybody else in the room, which from what I understand, being a president, this is one of the main skills you need to have. So dude is just all over the place, and as a result, people think if he can get in office, shit, why can't I? And that's America's fault on that one. So they got to hold that L as well. America got to hold that L on Trump. So with that said, those 3 things happened this weekend. I'm about to go hit this track and jog, man. America's spiraling out of goddamn control. It's been that way for a while. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Like, comment, subscribe. If you can hit the subscribe button with your knuckle, give it a try. See if you can hit that subscribe button with your knuckle like a little small jab or something without breaking your screen. But if you can do that, then you're probably a really good puncher with knockout accuracy. Give that a try. And then I'll catch you guys on the next go-round. Meanwhile, peace.